Welcome back, everybody. Let's continue the series. Let's continue the series. Today, we are going to be talking about trading live before you are ready and why is it important to not trade before you are ready. And we're just going to break down the psychology of it. We're going to go through a lesson. We're going to do a summary. So, I don't feel like a lot of people should be putting on money until it is very convenient for you to have tested a strategy for at least 30 days. You want to know if the strategy is working for you. You want to know if it's something that you can refine over time, improve over time. So, this is kind of like one of the biggest mistakes that I see. It's also the most obvious, but many traders still make this fatal mistake. One reason so many people try to become traders is also a reason that so many fail. There are basically no barriers to entry to become a trader. The only barrier is having the funds to open an account at a broker's firm or a proprietary trading firm. So anyone can be a trader. It's as easy as opening an account and staring at a screen all day and basically playing a computer game. So what other professions can participate in that requires no education, no college degree, no coordination, and no vocational training. Additionally, you can do it from home in your pajamas, only work when you want to, be your own boss, and countless other benefits. And the rewards are potentially endless. So we've all seen the infomercials featuring traders by the pool or by the ocean on their laptop, standing next to some fancy, expensive car. Who wouldn't want this? So becoming a successful trader is hard work, and the first priority for a trader is to have a sound strategy and have good trade management and money management skills. Without these basic skills, a potential trader shouldn't trade real money. However, I see so many traders start trading with real money before they are ready. Why? Because there's nothing stopping them. There's no barrier to entry. So there's always a debate whether paper trading is a good thing. I say it is, but only with a real-time data demo that allows for somewhat realistic executions. I don't recommend paper trading by using its literal meaning, which is just writing down your trades. There's too much potential for fudging the numbers or claiming you would have done something after the fact. Only with a platform that forces you to push a button is paper trading close to realistic trading. By paper trading, a potential trader can test out their entry and exit strategy without risking any money. And this is important. It's a time to make mistakes as well as discard strategies that you feel don't work. It might not be real, but a good demo platform will feel as if you're really trading and participating in the market. This was very big for me. When I first began to really actively learn how to trade, I was losing so much. I had to take a step back and say, hold on, what is going on? Why am I losing? I need to understand. So I took a step back and I paper traded for about 2 months straight and just refined the strategy. And paper trading, even when you don't have real money on, even to this day, it's still good. It's still good for you to build confidence and understand how your strategy works, how to understand, breaking down pricing, buying the best option pricing, and just seeing what works, what doesn't work. And it starts to make sense the more that you actually play with it. It's like it is a computer game. You're seeing the algos work in real time. You're looking at VWAP. You're seeing the VWAP breaks. You're looking at multi-day. You're looking at the average true range. And you're starting to figure it out slowly without jeopardizing your account. So there is an endless supply of books available that try to teach people how to trade. Countless amounts of videos on YouTube. A lot of guys, stay mindful of the content that you're watching on YouTube. It's filled with retail trader information. It's hard to find real institutional traders that have been around and actually know what they're doing. Chicago Board Options Exchange, hedge fund managers. Pay attention to these people that are actually not giving you retail information. I know it's kind of hard to tell which is or isn't when you're first starting off, but be mindful. And I don't want to talk down anybody's name, but sometimes I kind of notice what the retail traders are showing people on YouTube, and I instantly cut it off. I have to shut it off because I don't want that to etch its way into my thought pattern. So stay conscious of that. So this series is gonna kind of just help you figure out why you're not winning as many trades as you should. So first, let's start with I did a video in the past about treating trading like a business. Let's start there. Go back to that video if you haven't seen that one yet. And then we'll start with this. Don't go live with real money until you are actually ready and understand, especially with options. Options is kind of mathematical, it's statistical. You have to do some pricing. It is a formulas that you have to be aware of. So if you don't know these things, be careful. Take the time to study, put a plan in order, and dedicate yourself to the educational process. You need an educational process when it comes to trading options. There's just no way around it. And you need the right information. Is it, and just figure out what is it that I do need. Is it information? Is the information stopping me from reaching my goals? Is it the strategy that's stopping me? Do I have the information but I don't have the strategy? Do I have the information and I have the strategy but I don't have a system? Or what if I have all three of those but I don't have accountability? Let's figure out which one of these areas are actually holding you back, and we can address that and go forward from there. So you need to understand there's 20 common mistakes that traders make. So even if you have 3 of them mastered, you still have 17 other mistakes that you need to overcome. And how do you overcome them if you don't even know what the mistakes are? You know what you're doing wrong, and you're kind of taking note of that mentally. But information-wise, it's important to understand why you are making these mistakes and how you can go about fixing them. All right, so the learning phase should be done with a paper trading account where you can test out different trading strategies, and find one that fits your personality. Only once you're constantly profitable trading a demo account can you consider trading for real. All right, so let's talk about Lawrence. Lawrence decided to give up on the mortgage business and became a trader. He did all the right things to prepare. He got a demo. He spent 3 months learning and mastering his trading. After 2 months of live trading, he had lost approximately 20% of his account and was getting frustrated to the point of wanting to throw in the towel. So he called and he said, I'm going to give this 1 more month and then I'm done. Instead, I advised him to put his account on hold, go back to the demo account, and work on revising the strategy. So the lesson here, even after you think you're ready to be a trader, don't be afraid to admit that perhaps in reality, you are not ready. Maybe it's your strategy or your personality, or just that you simply don't have the skill to be a trader. Don't be embarrassed by it. 85% of the people who try to trade full time fail. But don't keep doing something that isn't working. Go back to paper trading and work on your strategy. Maybe it's just needs a little tweaking, or maybe you need to abandon the strategy and start all over. So in short and to the point, I apologize, but don't trade before you have a sound strategy that has been tested. If you need a sound strategy, I have the exact blueprint that I use front to back, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversals. It's based on algorithms, pricing. That's pretty much the only trade you need to take. I pair that with unusual option activity based on custom and proprietary scanners that are broken down by some of the best people I've ever met. So if you want this exact blueprint on how I am able to stay profitable, please don't hesitate. If whatever you're doing is not working and you're losing money, let's stop the bleeding and just put a pause on trading real capital. You have to survive the learning curve. Keep your account healthy until you're able to actually survive the learning curve, because if not, you're going to blow it. You're going to blow your account and probably never start trading again. So let's survive the learning curve until you start seeing some money flowing in. And even if you are taking real trades, keep your size small. Don't put majority of your net worth on one trade. If it goes south, then you're going to be looking pretty frustrated and disgruntled. So I just want you guys to be encouraged, inspired to diligently seek out an educational process to help you. I promise you'll save yourself so much time and money on all spectrums of the timeline. So keep that into consideration. If If you got any questions about this particular video, leave it in the comments. I'd love to talk about it with you. I guess it's the best way we could perform on YouTube. Hit the notifications and visit the links in the bio. Make sure you reach out about any questions that you do have about trading. If there's any way that I can help you, support at privateprofitstrading.com. And stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be talking about not having an exit strategy before you enter a trade. All right, so that's important too. So you don't want to be gambling. You want to know your risks, reward ratio. That's what separates gambling from trading. All right, so I'm out, you guys. Happy trading.